Okay, so nice meeting you, Manoj. So what's your rating on TrainerRater?
No, I'm not yet ready then.
Okay. Next! Thank you.
Okay, are you going to do a role play on the TrainerRater trainer?
Do I need to?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's not very exciting to see. The money is at this transfers to the account. So. we don't have the visuals for that right now. Okay, so this is going to be the only site which is going to show your ratings to the world. So if you're not on it, you will be perceived as somebody who is just not seen this word is correct. So you have to get onto it as soon as possible. And we're going to show you in detail how it works very soon. And again, just to drive home the concept, how many of you have heard of Zomato? Okay, so this is a Zomato for trainers. Okay? That's it. Good night.
I am maybe for trainers.
Okay, so it's not only a Zomato, it's much more than Zomato, and we'll tell you what. This is what it is. It's an aggregator. So we're starting with a certain type of rating where we're using the concept of psychological proof. We're saying you can get registered on TrainerRater.com and you can invite people to rate you. And that's your rating on a scale of 5. Let's say you've given a presentation somewhere and it's been very well received. And the average rating that you got is 4 on a scale of 5. And 100 people have rated you. So it's going to show that your rating is 4, and it's going to show the number of people who have rated you. That's what it's going to show on TrainerRater.com. They will soon be independent trainer raters. There could be somebody who invents an algorithmic tool, somebody who evaluates a trainer based on his communication skills. And he says, okay, I'm going to give you a 5-star rating based on your communication skills, which means if you're 1, then you don't have great communication skills. And if you're 5, that means you have fantastic communication skills. And it's up to you whether you want to display that rating. Okay, it's just like these ratings that companies like Crystal and ICRA and CARE give companies. So a company wants to go in for a fixed deposit, they get their fixed deposits rated. And if they get a low rating, they may not want to have a fixed deposit scheme. They may probably wait for a better rating or something like that sort. So the training industry in India is evolving at a very, very fast pace, and we're absolutely sure that such companies already exist. They either already exist or they will come in droves soon. So you're going to have lots of other guys who will rate trainers on various parameters. Now those guys can come here. So if you're a rating agency for trainers, then you can look at displaying your ratings on the site. If you are a trainer, in addition to this rating, you have any other ratings, you want to display that here, we could make that possible as well. Because this is going to become the one source, the one place that people will go to see all your ratings as a trainer. That's what is ultimately going to happen, because as of now, there's no other site which does this, which is at least visible. So we think that the market is going to develop to such an extent that you have all these super specialized services. For example, we launched a service last month, Rishi and me, which is called Free Learning Resources, which is the place that people will go to if they want to access free stuff from a trainer or an author. So there will be plenty of these super specialized platforms which will be available, which trainers can use and where learners can go. So let me give you an example. This is a book called Seed of Genius. It's written by Mr. Ankur Gupta, who's an alumni from IIM Ahmedabad. He's also a trainer. Now, if you look at this ad of his book, he's showing you the cover of the book. He's telling you where this book is available. It's available on Amazon, iTunes, maybe it's an audiobook, Flipkart. And here, he's showing you the various devices on which it's available. So, it's an iPad, it's Google Play, mobile. because the consumer can then decide through which media he wants to consume this product of his. Similarly, soon you're going to have a trainer on his website or in other places who will display his credentials, who will probably display a photograph, who will display some achievements of his, and he's going to say, okay, you want to know my grading? Here's the TrainerRater icon. You want to download some free stuff from me? Here's the free learning resources icon. So that's how we believe the marketing platforms for trainers are going to evolve. Okay, so we've told you about what the website does, but we're going to take you through a tour of the website. And for that, we have a gentleman who's worked with Apple when this gentleman was alive, Mr. Rishi Gangoly. Big hand for him.
Okay, so let me just switch this to so you guys can see my screen.